Terence Crawford is pushing himself to the limit as he prepares for the mega showdown with Canelo. His training camp intensity has become a story of its own, drawing comparisons to legends of the past. Even Joe Rogan couldn't help but marvel at the way Crawford grinds in camp. He stated his training camps were the stuff of legend. I mean, he would spar 100 rounds a week sometimes, which is just insane. That's the kind of preparation that makes fans believe Crawford is truly built different. Every round is not just practice, it's war. Sharpening his skills for the toughest test of his career. Facing a bigger, stronger Canelo, Crawford knows he can't leave any room for weakness. This isn't just another fight. It's legacy on the line. Pound-for-pound supremacy at stake. With this level of training, Crawford is walking into the ring like a man on a mission that no one can deny.
I think is really interesting, the Crawford-Canelo fight.
Beyond interesting, fascinating.
How does Crawford compete with that size? Crawford's leapfrogging. He goes to super middleweight.
47 to 54 and now to 68.
Crawford has always thrived on proving people wrong, and this fight with Canelo is no exception. The stage is set for him to put his unique style against one of the most dominant champions of this generation. What makes this moment so gripping is that it's not just a test of skills, but a clash of pride and legacy. Canelo enters the ring with raw power and years of experience. Yet Crawford brings precision, intelligence, and a hunger that feels unstoppable. When the two finally collide, it won't just be another fight. It will be a defining chapter in boxing history. Joe Rogan didn't hold back when describing Crawford's mastery inside the ring. His words highlight just how rare Crawford's skill set truly is. He stated, "Crawford, yeah, oh, he's good. He's so skillful. He's so slick." This isn't just surface-level praise. It's recognition of a fighter who makes the ring his own territory. Crawford's ability to control distance, time his shots, and frustrate opponents has turned him into a nightmare for anyone standing across from him. Every move looks effortless, but behind it is razor-sharp precision that leaves even top fighters second-guessing themselves. The way he traps opponents is like a chess master thinking 5 moves ahead. That's what separates Crawford. He doesn't just fight, he dismantles. But Rogan didn't stop there. He pointed to one ability that makes Crawford almost impossible to prepare for. He stated, he's also the best guy in the sport at switch hitting. He'll go from southpaw to orthodox and be just as good and trip you up. Switching stances at will without losing accuracy or power is something only a handful of fighters in history could do. Crawford makes it look natural, forcing opponents into constant confusion and hesitation. 1 second, you think you figured him out, and in the blink of an eye, he changes angles and rhythm completely. That unpredictability is what gives him the edge against bigger, stronger fighters. When the fight with Canelo comes, this weapon could be the key that tilts the balance in Crawford's favor. And it's not just analysts and commentators who are backing Crawford. Even voices from outside the boxing world are putting their faith in him.
Crawford's no joke, though.
I mean, I would bet Terence Crawford in the fight.
So you would bet on Terence Crawford?
Yeah.
Why?
He never lost. Mayweather beat Canelo, real easy. And I don't think Terence Crawford.
Mayweather beat Canelo way early on. Way early on.
But
plus it's Mayweather.
Listen, Law is Mayweather hit cheat code. But I think if anybody can beat Canelo, it's Terence Crawford. I mean, I'm not betting against somebody that never lost. You know what I mean? Now, if Terence Crawford take his punches.
Oskino's pick adds another layer of intrigue to this showdown. Betting on Crawford is more than just siding with the underdog. It's believing in his ability to outthink and outmaneuver Canelo when it matters most. This fight isn't just about strength or speed. It's about who can adapt under pressure and impose their will. Crawford has built his career on breaking expectations. And now all eyes are on whether he can shock the world once again. Every prediction like this only builds the anticipation, making the clash feel less like a fight and more like an event that will echo through boxing history. Hearing a respected fighter like Loren Richards speak on this matchup only adds more weight to the conversation. His words capture the excitement surrounding what could be one of the biggest fights of this era.
Mentioned Crawford, Canelo, what a great fight that is. Crawford is one of my favourite fighters, one of my favourite boxers. So, you know, it's going to be a very intriguing fight and I'm looking forward to watching.
When a professional like Richards highlights a fight, it reminds fans that this clash is more than just hype. It's history in the making. Both men bring qualities that make the matchup unpredictable, and that uncertainty fuels the thrill. For Crawford, it's a chance to cement his pound-for-pound greatness. For Canelo, it's about showing he can conquer yet another dangerous challenger with voices from inside the sport praising the matchup. The stage feels set for a night where every round will have fans on the edge of their seats. Loren Richards made it clear where he stands when the debate shifts to size. He reminded everyone that weight alone doesn't decide greatness.
Look, you look at the likes of Usyk, you know, people always say size is a big factor. Usyk's not the biggest heavyweight. You know, he's beat Fury, he's beat Dubois, he's beat Joshua. He's beat some big guys, and, you know, at the end of the day, it's about skills, and, you know, skills pay the...
By pointing to examples like Usyk and Richards, they underline the truth that skill can overcome raw size. It's a message that echoes strongly in Crawford's favor as he prepares to face Canelo. Crawford has built his career on precision, timing, and ring IQ, qualities that can neutralize physical disadvantages. Richards' perspective adds more confidence to the idea that Crawford's craft could shock the world. And as the fight draws closer, that belief only fuels the suspense of what might unfold on fight night. Not only is Terence Crawford preparing for this historic showdown, but Canelo Álvarez is also leaving no stone unturned with Jaron Boots and is joining him in sparring. The boxing world has been buzzing, and pros like Jose Benavidez Sr. are weighing in with strong opinions. Benavidez Sr. highlighted how this sparring move could actually work in Canelo's favor. He pointed out the kind of mental edge it might give him.
I think, you know, to give Canelo maybe a little bit more confidence that he is sparring somebody really good, and is a really good fighter. And I think that would be a good motivation, you know, for
Canelo, having someone like Boots in camp is more than just preparation. It's a confidence booster. Facing a slick and dangerous fighter in sparring sharpens not only his skills, but also his mindset heading into the fight. It's a way to stay sharp and remind himself he can hang with the best. Benavidez Sr. makes it clear that this is not just training. It's motivation. That edge could play a huge role when the lights are at the brightest. But while he acknowledged the benefits, Benavidez Sr. also broke down why this fight is far from simple. He offered a detailed picture of Crawford's chances.
I just think that Crawford is too small for Canelo. I think Canelo's too big for Crawford. But in my opinion, I think if Crawford can maybe just tap, get out, tap, hook, get out, maybe once in a while throw a straight punch and just win by points and use his legs, I think I see him winning by decision. But if he tries to exchange with Canelo Álvarez, I think he's gonna make a mistake and he's gonna get hit with one shot, and maybe he can get hurt, and that would change the whole fight, you know. But I think he's faster. Crawford is faster, and he throws a little bit more volume of punches and combinations. But I think keep it very basic, I think, you know, jab, hook, get out, a straight punch, get out, you know. Don't stay there to throw or try to trade with a...
His view shows the dangerous balance of this matchup. On one hand, Canelo's size could be overwhelming if Crawford chooses to trade blows. On the other hand, Crawford's speed, volume, and movement give him a real path to victory. Benavidez Sr. explained that if Crawford sticks to basics, jab, move, land quick shots, and get out, he can edge out a decision. But one mistake, one exchange too many, and Canelo's power could flip the fight instantly. That razor-thin margin makes the clash even more thrilling. Benavidez Sr. questioned the timing and meaning of bringing Boots into Canelo's camp. His words raised eyebrows about what it really signals.
Very difficult to say. He's never brought anybody really good to his camp until this time. Maybe he's lacking enough confidence, or maybe he just wants to use them to trick the people, or... I mean, it's very awkward and very funny that he brought Ennis to his camp, you know. So, but at the end of the day, they know what they're doing, you know, and we got to respect that. And I think if he would have brought him or not bring him, you know, I think it would have been the same.
He suggested this move could reflect Canelo's mindset, perhaps looking for confidence, perhaps playing mind games with the public. Whatever the reason, it adds mystery to Canelo's camp in a way we haven't seen before. Is it strategy, psychology, or both? Either way, Benavidez Sr. makes one thing clear. Canelo's team knows exactly what they're doing, and that unpredictability only adds another layer of drama to an already explosive matchup. Andre Rozier began by keeping it simple, pointing out the value of the sparring sessions Canelo is getting. Sometimes the basics say it all. He stated, "That's going to be good work. Good boxing work for Canelo." Rozier's short but sharp take captures the essence of what this sparring means. It's not just rounds in the gym. It's top-level work that prepares Canelo for the slickness and skill he'll face in Crawford. Every second with someone like Boots is sharpening tools and exposing gaps. These aren't easy rounds, and that's exactly why they matter. For Rozier, this kind of work shows Canelo is leaving nothing to chance. He then broke it down further, explaining how Enis's unique style directly benefits Canelo's preparation for Crawford.
I think it would be because he ambidextrous as is Crawford, so it can do nothing but help him. And he has Yolanda Hernandez also helping, another fighter who is ambidextrous, so it helps. And we just want to see him do what he has to do, because this is a...
By pointing out Enis' ambidextrous ability, Rozier showed how Canelo was being forced to adapt in real time, just as he'll have to against Crawford. It's about conditioning the mind and body to expect the unexpected. Every switch of stance, every sudden angle in sparring builds anticipation for fight night. Rozier stressed, this isn't ordinary camp work. It's specialized preparation, and that edge could make all the difference once the bell rings. Rozier then addressed the obvious size. He gave a clear reminder that Canelo has the natural weight advantage.
I think I'm always under the direction of the bigger, better man. And Canelo's the bigger guy in this fight, per se. He's been at that weight for some time. And Crawford is my guy. It's just 2 weight classes and everything else. It's going to be tough. But if anybody can bring some energy to this, it'll be.
Rozier emphasized Enis' speed, strength, and stance switching as the ultimate test for Canelo. Sparring against that kind of talent ensures Canelo is pushed every single round. It forces him to adjust, to stay sharp, and to prepare for the chaos Crawford can create. In Rozier's eyes, this is steel sharpening steel. And when fight night comes, that preparation could be the hidden advantage Canelo carries into the ring. Sean Porter gave an honest breakdown of what Boots' presence in Canelo's camp really means. He stressed that it's not just about who you bring in, but how the work is done.
To bring someone who switches from lefty to righty, big, strong young man, very fast, capable punching power. It's going to be a help.
Porter's take shows the difference between surface-level hype and the reality of preparation. And sparring with Boots isn't a quick fix. It's only valuable if the sessions are intense and consistent. A handful of rounds with someone that's sharp can push Canelo harder than weeks of ordinary sparring. Every exchange forces adjustments. Every mistake becomes a lesson. That's why Porter's insight adds weight. This move might look small, but the impact could be huge when the fight begins. He didn't stop there. Porter admitted this move raised his eyebrows, making him see the fight in a slightly different light.
That he got Bruce Ennis in training.
Means nothing.
No, listen to me.
It means nothing.
It means nothing.
It means nothing.
Unless you know how Boots train. Boots.
Is he gonna do 6 weeks with him?
I don't. No, not 6 weeks, because I know he just got there. So he's probably gonna do like another week with him.
Okay.
Which, you know, at the end of the day, if you're getting 3 sparring sessions in, so if you're roughly getting 4 to 6 sparring sessions in with the Boots Ennis that's going 80 to 90%, might even be going 100% because and I gotta represent and all this other stuff.
By calling it excellent work, Porter acknowledged how rare it is to find a sparring partner who can mirror Crawford's style. Boots gives Canelo a glimpse of what he'll face under the spotlight. Slickness, speed, and unpredictability. Those reps may be short, but they're crucial for preparing Canelo's instincts. The fact that Porter sounded concerned says it all. This isn't routine sparring. It's strategic. And with that edge, Canelo might step into the ring sharper than ever before. Sean Porter dismissed the idea that this was just for show. He explained that once Canelo felt what Boots brings, the intensity had to rise immediately.
That's excellent work, you know, and it causes, I always say this, when you're training for a championship fight, you need something that's going to raise your level. You never know exactly what it is. It could be running in the mountain. It could be, you know, a specific sparring partner that you have. And I personally think that this move right here got me a little concerned about my boy, because this dude right here is the goods, has the ability to do a lot of what Canelo's gonna see on fight night, and all he needs is a couple of reps of seeing it. And you know, it's not often you can find someone who can do.
Porter's words captured the reality of sparring with someone like Boots. There's no light work when he steps in the ring. He pushes you with speed, angles, and relentless pressure. That means Canelo can't treat these sessions like routine practice. He has to dig in and fight back even in the gym. This kind of preparation forces a champion to stay sharp. And if that edge carries over, it could be a game changer on fight night. Porter then turned to the bigger picture, addressing the critics who downplay this fight because of the size difference.
He's just bringing him in for the cameras. There's no way. You brought him in. You might have wanted to bring him in for the cameras. A round and a half, and you gonna realize, like, oh, let me really turn it up for this young lion, because this dude act like he ain't got no sense. He in here trying to hit me with everything. He's switching. He moving every which way. He's giving Canelo a fantastic look ahead of this fight. Yeah, give him a fantastic.
He reminded fans that Crawford isn't just a welterweight moving up, but he's naturally a big man who's cut weight his entire career. That changes how people should view the matchup. It's not simply a smaller guy daring to be great. It's a skilled fighter stepping into a weight class his body can handle. Porter's perspective flips the narrative, adding legitimacy to Crawford's chances. Porter connected both camps, comparing what he saw with Crawford recently to Canelo's decision to bring Boots into sparring.
And I know there's a lot of people that think this is a money grab and thinking that Canelo's taking, you know, a lighter fight. And I know there's a lot of different narratives that have been said about a 147-pound guy going up to 168 pounds. He's taller than Canelo. He's also a natural 170, 75, 180-pound man. I know that because I was a natural 170, 175-pound man going down to 147. You know what I mean? Like, I had to do what I had to do. You know what I mean? So, you know, all in all, man, it's getting better.
Seeing Crawford up close gave Porter a sense of just how sharp and ready he is. Then hearing that Canelo added Boots to his camp made him realize both sides are raising their levels. Neither man is leaving room for excuses. They're both preparing for war. Porter framed it as the essence of boxing. That rare moment when two great fighters give everything for legacy. It's the kind of setup that guarantees fireworks once the bell rings.
Me being in Kent with Crawford last week or 2 weeks ago and getting the opportunity to see him move, I'm like, okay, wow. You know, then this pops up about Canelo having Boots in the camp. I said, yo, this is getting better.
Yeah, this is real.
And these guys are putting themselves in a position. I talked about the essence when we started this show. They're putting themselves in a position to really pour out that essence that we love so much, and we're going to get a good dose of it. And just
This fight is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable clashes in recent boxing history. Canelo has the size, the experience, and the power. Crawford has the skill, the sharpness, and the hunger to shock the world. That mix is what makes this fight so thrilling, because the outcome truly feels like it could swing either way in one dramatic moment. What do you think? Will Canelo's strength be too much, or will Crawford's skills prove to be the difference? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. We'd love to hear your take. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and tune in for more videos like this. The road to this fight is only getting more intense.